Hi, Josh Grayer with Cellular Repair School, and I just wanted to take a quick minute to shoot this brief video for you. So, what we've had going on this whole week is this mini training series that we put together, and the feedback we've received has been just fantastic. We've received a lot of love, a lot of great emails, a lot of comments, so I really appreciate all that. And what I'm realizing is that you're really learning as you go, and that's the feedback that everybody's saying. So what we wanted to do, we had a kind of weird opportunity, which is why you see me dressed a little different today. We were actually working on our next series of content for you guys, and we happen to have a student stop by, a previous student of ours just dropped by today unexpected. So what we wanted to do is put a real quick case study together for you to really show you the power of the toe dipper formula. And what that is, if you hadn't seen it, it's that low-cost way to start quickly to prove yourself that the model works and that you can do it. So Gary Bey happened to stop by today, and he is the epitome of the toe dipper. He's a pretty funny guy. We really enjoyed hanging out with him. And I think you're going to get a lot of value out of this today. And literally within just 4 months, Gary went from working over 60 hours a week to being able to go full-time, him and his wife, and that's how they take care of their family now, is by doing cell phone repairs out of their home. They started with very little capital, and it's just a fantastic story. So anyways, Gary Bey's our case study today. I hope you enjoy it, and then I'll see you soon.
Well, hello. I'm Frank Smith, and this is Gary Bey. And this has kind of happened ad lib here. Barry just happened to stop by the office, and I thought this would be a great story to share with you. And the reason being is Gary actually does mobile repair. Like most of you is thinking about getting into the business, are thinking about starting from home, which Gary does. And I'm going to actually ask him a couple of questions that you may be able to relate to. So Gary, why were you looking for opportunity, and why did you...
You guys is the best. I just want you to know that you done taught me how to open a phone with a hammer. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you.
Okay. Well, great, Gary. You threw me off on that one, but on a serious note,
you can start over anytime.
Oh, we can cut it. We can cut it, anyways. But I think we're going to leave that one in there. So we're actually going to put you on blast now.
Nice.
Show everyone.
Go for it.
But so you're working from home.
Working from home, yes.
And what point in your life did you actually decide that you wanted to do something different? And what made you pick cell phone repair?
You know, it's interesting. We have a 19-year-old son, and I'm 49. And I've learned that if I have a problem with technology, I don't have to go to a specialist. I just go to anybody 20 years younger than me, right, and they can do it. And so my 20-year-old said, I think I want to try fixing people's phones. I think there's a market for it. So we made him a little website. He went and bought a $60 set of tools, and he threw it out there. Hey, I'll fix your cell phone. And the first people came knocking at the door, showed up. He didn't have the right equipment. He was heating things up over the stove and just kind of doing things, broke a couple things, and said, this is too stressful. I don't want to do this. And he walked away from it.
So they were literally pounding on your door with money in hand saying, fix my phone?
And all we did was, my wife made, in about 15 minutes, a Facebook page. The key for us was, when he said, I'm not doing this anymore, we went back to that Facebook page 2 days later, and we had so many hits of people within a 2-mile radius of our house. Will you do this? Can you fix this? This is cracked. This is cracked. Tell me. It took us 2 days just to sort out those people and to call them back. And he said, I don't want to do it. I said, look, this is a gold mine here. If you don't want to do this, can we have this? And so we asked his permission. We changed the name. We figured we need to go to the proper repair school, get certified, and open our business. There's just, that market was out there, and that's how we got into it.
So before you actually started doing this, and this opportunity sounds like kind of fell into your lap, how much time and how much money did you actually have to kind of allocate towards this new opportunity that just landed in your lap?
You know, you want to start up your own business, you want to buy a franchise, you're looking at $50, $80, $90, over $100,000. For the price of the school, and my wife and I both went, and I want to put it in the $1,000 range a piece. We came, and we put forth and invested our $2,000 on our certifications,
Right.
and then we made sure we had the proper equipment, which was the key to everything. And even with all the equipment, I think we only spent $700 to $800 to get the right equipment, and with a less than $3,000 investment for us, we immediately started to make money, which we borrowed from our parents. We paid back the loan within a month or so and started to make money.
So would you say you really didn't actually even have to invest money into it, just for the sole fact because within the first month it literally paid itself back?
Yeah,
Is that safe to say? Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, you're looking at any other loan, you're going to be paying back for years and years with interest. For us, we were literally making money the day we said, we're open.
Hey, you're going to do this?
We're going to do this. People showed up with money in hand and said, hey, and, it's not a get rich quick, because for us, our key and our focus was customer service. And that's what we were taught was customer service, give them a quality product. And then after the first couple of months, we found that we were getting repeat business. Hey, we broke this last week, or we broke this last month, can you fix it again? Hey, my friend said. And all of a sudden, that kind of business started rolling in.
So what did your life look like before you started doing this, and now what does your life look like after you started doing the cell phone repair? Tell me a little bit, what's the difference and what's changed for you?
Waking up at 3 in the morning, driving 50 miles to a job, just put in 8 hours to come home dead tired and not have any time to spend with the kids, and having no energy, versus being able to wake up, check my emails, check my business and see how it's going, schedule my own time. I can't do that this day, but it's available this day. Freed me up to spend time with my family, freed me up to go to soccer games, freed me up to spend time with my wife, have date nights again, and more importantly, have the energy to be with them. It's a life changer.
So what do you like? What do you like about working from home? Because I know a lot of people, sometimes they think, when I first get into business, I have to actually buy a location, or that they feel that things aren't taken seriously. What is your experience with that, and how do your customers relate to you working from home? How is that experience, that relationship with your customer?
Well, I found that especially the local customer, they like to give their money to a local guy. And I make sure the very first thing on my website, and if not the first thing in my message to them, is we are a home-based business. My wife and I are both certified techs. We do not have the overhead that a brick and mortar store has, so we can pass the savings on to you. And they immediately equate that with, I'm going to get a better deal here because he doesn't have to keep the lights on, pay employees, and pay rent.
Okay. Another question that I have for you, obviously you have your wife, but you've been doing the repairs, you're the technician. Besides your wife, have you ever felt that you've been in this alone or by yourself?
No, not at all. When the first day we showed up and we looked at each other and said, it's time to start, we asked ourselves what tools were given to us aside from the knowledge we got. We got websites, we got tutorials, we got videos, we got personal cell phone numbers if we got in a bind. So we always felt that no matter what jam we may get ourselves into, somebody with much more experience who's already created the wheel was right behind us. We could give them a call, we can chat, we can go to a tutorial, we can go to a video. We had all the tools we needed.
Okay, so how was the online support that we provided as a school? Was it a pivotal role in your success? Do you feel that it really helped you or accelerate the process? How do you feel that contributed?
I think it took our learning curve like this because I depended on it, absolutely depended on it until I acquired the experience with those certain devices. It was dependent. And I found out that if I have a question about how something may or may not come together or work, if I went online, I'll find that somebody else had the same question and I didn't have to actually talk to somebody. There was already a thread there that answered my question. And if that didn't answer my question, I knew I could still call somebody if I needed. But it was integral, and I'm going to say the first 90 days of our business, because that's where our learning curve was on each device. It's where we gained our experience.
If you had one thing to say to people that are in your same shoes, because a lot of individuals that we talk to are pretty much in the same boat as you are, from either at home wanting to change their life and looking for something to do, what piece of advice would you give them?
There's no better boss than working for yourself. And it gives you the freedom to live the life the way you want to live. Right now, the economy is such where people are getting laid off. Jobs, high-paying jobs, managerial jobs. It doesn't matter whether you're a college graduate or got your GED or dropped out as a freshman. The skills that you can get here to open your own business in your own home can make you enough money to take care of all of your needs, change your life.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Hey, you got any suggestions about how it should end?
Because
The only thing I was thinking is I wanted to add from my point of view.
Yeah.
I think that the one point I'd really like to stress is, number one, I'm not compensated for this. This is my true experience. This is my wife's true experience. And this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And that's what you find at 2 in the morning when you can't sleep. This is a business that requires effort on your part to go and learn, gain the expertise, and when you have that from the qualified people who can teach you, you now have the tools you need to make money. They're not out to get your money, and it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is strictly an avenue to make your own business, and once you have the basic tools, it's on you to make your business what it is.
How many hours a week do you think you're actually working nowadays compared to what you were doing before?
That's a good question.
You know, I was working, well, I remember sitting in school and them saying there's going to be a time where you're going to want to walk away from what you're doing because it's going to be a distraction to this job. And working a 40-hour week and trying to come home and keep my eyes open and work on it, I was doing 60, 80-hour weeks trying to get this up and running when I realized, believe it or not, had I just walked away from my job in the beginning and devoted those hours to this, I'm now, with marketing, with paperwork, with repairs, I still think I'm only doing about a 30-hour week. That might not be for everybody, but it's meeting the needs for my family.
And are you the sole provider of your family?
Yes. So, and I'm the tech, so, you know, I think the main thing, the only thing I would stress to anybody who want to do this, take care of your people. You take care of your people, they will come back with their friends. Own up to your own mistakes. If you break something, I broke it, I'll take care of it. And I take care of it. And the guy comes back to me with a repair twice as expensive or with 2 other repairs that I'll make money off, even if I have to eat one for my own mistake. Just be honest with your customers and be honest with your business, and it'll come back to you.
So you've broken phones before then?
I think there's a learning process.
Right.
I think there's a curve.
Yeah.
And that's why I said the tutorials and stuff helped me get through that curve so much quicker than if I were just left on my own to try to figure it out on YouTube.
But was it the end of the world when you broke somebody's phone?
No, absolutely not. It was one of those times where you went, what can I learn from this? Don't make the same mistake.
Yeah.
So how long did you kind of juggle the job and the business before you actually made the transition?
I'm going to go, we came 4 months. 4 months I tried to do both. And I wish I would have walked away from my job earlier, because it gave me more time to learn the business. Because if I'm at work, I can't learn the business. And it's not just fixing phones, it's learning the business. And that was key.
Yeah, I gotta tell you though, honestly, 4 months to go from juggling between a full-time job and getting your business started up to go full-time, that's something that's a hell of an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure.
Yeah, fantastic job, man. Like really, seriously, that's really good. It took me way longer than that, when I was trying to make my first transition out. So.
Because I'm on camera.
So,
I have to say that my wife.
Do we have
contributes
any
to
other questions?
Oh, absolutely.
Do we have any other questions from the peanut gallery? Which are all good questions, by the way.
Yeah. No,
it.
no, I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah,
to sit
I
down.
hope you
Yeah.
got something usable.
Yeah,
we're
for us,
gonna use it.
again, we're just trying to. What's really important to us right now is this is still kind of a hidden industry to most people. So we're trying to share real life stories with people.
Yeah.
So they understand that you can do it. You literally can do it.
It's doable. I think the only desire you have, number one, I learned you don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to feel like well, I'm not a tech guy, I can't do this. I'm almost 50 years old. Okay, so, but I want my own business.
Right.
And I want to make money. And this is out there. I have a customer, my demographics, my customer, I've got probably 3 customers in every house. Every single house in the United States. You look at my neighborhood. I got 10 houses in the block. There's 30 customers because they're all going to break their phone and they're all going to need it fixed.
Yeah.
Especially if there's teenagers around.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're the gadget guy in the neighborhood.
I'm the gadget guy. A mailman comes by. Hey, man, can you do this? I'm telling you, I've had the mailman come by. I've had the UPS guy stop. They've all stopped at my house and all I did is I put a little easel that my wife used for preschool painting, and I invested $47 in a custom sign with my logo that I created, and I put it on the easel and I set it on my porch.
Yeah. So you actually have customers coming to your house to do repairs?
Absolutely.
Why did you decide to do that route? Because I know some people really like to want to do the mobile where they meet you at a Starbucks or something like that.
I give them an option. And the option is, again, it's customer driven. So if it's more convenient for my customer for me to go get their phone, I leave them a copy of my driver's license and my business card, and I will pick it up and drop it off if that's what they choose. But if it's more convenient for them, hey, look, I'm already in the neighborhood. I know where you are. Can I swing by and drop it off? Hey, yeah, if that works for you. I leave it up to them and give them options. And I'm surprised. They want to come see me because they want to look at my face. They want to see where I live. They want to see my little sign. And
exactly.
Well,
they want to know, hey, if there's a problem,
yeah,
I know where you live.
I know where you live.
There's no taillight warranty with Gary.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Have you ever had any kind of trepidations about that, though, or like nervous? Because I know some people are nervous about having strangers come to their house.
Gee, see, I'm supposed to say no. But yes.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's honest, right?
Because when you get, okay, so I got this girl's phone. Okay, she says, "Can you fix my Z-Max?" I'm like, "Sure, man. We'll give it a shot. I'll order the part." So my wife answered the door when she dropped off the phone, and she says, "I'm not so sure about this." I said, "Nah, we'll be all right. We're in a decent neighborhood,
Right.
And she looked a little sketchy, and sketchy can be something different for everybody.
Right.
Okay, I don't judge people. People may think I'm sketchy. Yeah. So as soon as I got her phone powered up, here come all the messages. Dude, hey man, I need an 8-ball. Dude, hey man, I got a 20. Dude, can I help you with 20? I need 10. And I'm like, I just closed it up. I got it ready. And I don't judge. I fix your phone. That's what she paid for, right? And I said, I understand why you needed your phone fixed very quickly. I just want you to know you have some customers waiting for you. But you don't have to worry about me calling. If you break it again, bring it on back.
That's a great story.
That is a good story.
Did someone say 8-ball?
I mean,
Awesome, man.
trepidation about people coming to my house. I think the one for me is I have law enforcement that lives across the street. I have law enforcement that lives across the street the other way. And I think they know if I'm providing for my family and I'm living in that neighborhood, then you know what? Then the guy's probably on the up and up. There are times, as a business decision, when somebody got really nasty with me and said, "Hey, this you owe me this, you broke this, or I broke this and I wanted this, and you gave it back to me." And I said, "I'm going to get you a new phone." So I offered this one girl a new phone. So let me just get you a new phone because something happened here in the circuit board that I might have done. Let me just get you a new phone. Let me take care of that. So I showed up with the phone and I just said, "Hey, is there can I have the old phone? Because I can use it for parts." And out came her husband. She said, "You don't get nothing. You don't." And he started to yell and get a little physical and violent. Just started. And I said, "You know what? You guys enjoy that phone. Tell you what, I got a case for you too. Here you go. We're good." So I just know not to take it. And I know not to take business from certain places again. But I learned that sometimes it's better to give the customer everything they want,
Right.
so they don't come by and shoot up my house.
Well, honestly, I'll tell you though, like even having a store,
It's the same thing.
Exact same
Same
problem.
thing.
Customers,
The difference is they're just not coming to your house.
Right.
customers will be unhappy.
Right.
It's got to know how to handle them.
How
That's
do you
really
handle
that's what it boils
unhappy
down
people?
to. Yeah.
As long as they know I have their best interest in mind
Exactly.
and I'm working for them. I've had some of the most disastrous. Look, I've tried everything here, and they've left with thank yous and paid me for not fixing their phone. And I said, I can't take your money. "Yeah, but you spent an hour and a half diagnosing it, figuring it out, and trying to see what you can do." And I said, "Yeah, but I'm not going to take it." I've had people try to pay me for not fixing their phone. It's just how you treat people.
Right.
And if you can treat people the right way, then business will come.
Exactly. That's exactly
Absolutely.
right.
Well, I appreciate you
Yeah,
sharing
Gary.
the story with us.
Yeah.
Gary. That's
I like
awesome.
you had a couple good ones.
No worries. I appreciate it.
So, but yeah, I know you got to pick
Gotta
somebody
run.
up, and
Yeah.
but hey, man.
Stuff.
So I just wanted to take a real quick second to kind of wrap that video up because there was a couple of takeaways that I wanted to make sure that we really talked about because I didn't even catch it till after we sat down and really talked with Gary. So number one, you can do this. Gary was working almost 60 hours a week at a corporate job. And now him and his wife, they have the lifestyle that they really love, working less than 30 hours a week, which covers all of their expenses and allows them to spend the time with the people that they love doing the things they love doing. Again, it's all about baby steps. It's about doing what works for you and whatever your number is. What's your goal? The second big takeaway, I don't know if you caught this one. Gary and his wife didn't even start the business. His son did. His son did the toe dipper method without even knowing it. His son set the Facebook page up and got it out there. The difference was his son was trying to train himself off YouTube and decided it was too difficult. And when they saw the opportunity, Gary and Deanne knew that they had a gold mine. So they seeked out proper training and proper knowledge and proper support, which allowed them to make the transition to full-time working for themselves now versus where they were just a few short months ago. So I really want you to get that home tonight. I hope you enjoyed this case study. And remember, the cards aren't going to be open too much longer. Make sure you join us. Change your life.